Good morning, dear students. After PT1, today we are going to start our social studies class with geography chapter 1 and your social studies textbook chapter number 12, our environment. Dear student, please open page number 80. This chapter is on page number 80, chapter number 12, our environment. Dear students, in this chapter we will discuss about environment, how environment create, what is the component of environment, and natural environment, human made environment, environment pollution, lithosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere, much more things we will discuss in this chapter. So let's begin. All the things present around us together constitute our environment. All the things present around us together constitute our environment. Means whatever nearby you, that type of things makes your environment. Favorable environment is very much required for the sustenance of life on the earth. Really, it's true. Because of favorable environment, we are here on the earth. If favorable environment is not here on the earth, then we can't survive on the earth. You can watch that many animal species, many plant species now, we can watch that in endangered or red data book because of not they didn't have unfavorable favorable conditions. Because of that they are in red data book. It is used to describe everything such as places, things, people, nature, etc. Environment means whatever nearby you, like place, things, people, nature, etc. all are included in environment. It also includes things created by human beings. Means whatever created by you, that's also included in this one, like industries, buildings, monuments, many much more things also included in this one. Geography deals with various components of the environment. If we talk about geography, then many another components also included in the environment. It also studies the interrelationship between human beings and their environment. If we talk about geography, then we can say that in this one we have to just talk about the human beings and environment, and between both of them what is the interrelationship, that thing also we have to mention. On the basis of origin, the geographical elements can be broadly classified into two groups. If we talk about on the basis of origin, then geographical elements can be classified into two groups. First one is natural elements and second one is human made elements. The natural elements, such as if we talk about at first natural elements, then whatever made by nature, that type of elements is known as natural elements, like mountains, rivers, vegetation, animals, etc. are created by nature. This is called natural environment. If anyone asks you about what is the natural environment, then you can say that what is made by nature or created by nature, like mountains, rivers, vegetation, animals, that are known as natural environment. It includes the biotic and abiotic components. If we talk about natural environment, then in this one biotic and abiotic components are also there. The human made elements such as agriculture industries, settlements, means of transport, etc. are created by human beings. Dear students, if we talk about human made elements, then in this one agriculture, industries, settlements, means of transport, etc. are created by human beings. Means whatever created by human beings, that is known as human made environment, and what is created by nature, that is known as natural environment. Human beings develop these features to live comfortably in their environment. Both the natural and human made components of environment interact with each other. This interaction brings changes in both types of components. If we talk about the natural and human made components, then both are interlinked with both of them. Sometimes the natural activities themselves bring changes in both types of components. Let's see the causes of responsible for these changes, how these changes take place, that type of things we will discuss now. First one is natural environment. The natural environment consists of both biotic and abiotic component. If we talk about natural environment, then there are two components are there, biotic and abiotic. The biotic components comprises means all living things is in here, like plants and animals. Various abiotic components means non-living things like air, water, soil, etc. We can draw like that with diagram also, we can understand abiotic environment is here, human environment is here, and biotic environment is here, and it is the total environment. Because of all three, it is made of the total environment. The four major domains of the earth are lithosphere. If we talk about the major domains of the earth, then we can say that lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. Let's refresh our knowledge about these four domains. If we talk about these four domains, then we can say that the living system, then atmosphere, biosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere. It is the complemented for the all living system. At first we will talk about lithosphere. What is lithosphere? Lithosphere is the outer layer of the earth on which we live. Means on which layer we are living today, that layer is known as the lithosphere. It is made up of rocks and at some places it is covered with soil. If we talk about lithosphere, then it is made of the rocks and sometimes it is covered with soil. The term lithosphere means rocky crust. Rocky crust means particle of rocks like sands or sandstones are also there. It includes the crust and upper part of the mantle. The average thickness of the lithosphere is about 100 km. Dear student, if we talk about the thickness of the lithosphere, then we can say that nearby 100 km its thickness is being present there. It is made up of the rocks and minerals, and lithosphere is made up of the rocks and minerals. Minerals like zinc, aluminium, silica, bauxite, many minerals are there. The uppermost part of the lithosphere forms a thin layer of the soil. Means whatever part of the uppermost of the lithosphere that make a thin layer of the soil. The irregular and rocky lithosphere extends both over the continents and ocean basins. If we talk about irregular or rocky lithosphere, then it's nearby the continents or ocean basins. We can watch that because that type of place is covered with fully sand. It is marked by a variety of landforms such as mountains, plains, valleys, etc. both on the land masses and on the ocean floor. You can watch all that type of the creation, mountains, plateaus, plains and valleys nearby the ocean or nearby the sea. You can watch that type of creation because that is available nearby the ocean. Lithosphere is very important because it provides land for building houses. Lithosphere is very important for us because we are making our house also there, and we are doing cultivating or agriculture practices are also there, and mostly transportation system whatever we are using in nowadays like bus, train, whatever, that's also dependent on lithosphere. Land for building houses, roads, factories and for agriculture. It is also an important source of minerals and power resources. Because of this we can get power on minerals, otherwise we couldn't get it. Second one is hydrosphere. Hydrosphere refers to the presence of water in all its form. Hydrosphere means, hydros means water. Water in which form is represent here or present on the earth, that is known as the hydrosphere, like oceans, seas, rivers, lakes, ponds, etc. Water is also found below the surface of the earth as groundwater. We know that from borewell or from we can say that well we are fetching water, so that is the source of the underground water. Water supports all forms of life. Water is found in three states. We can say that water is present in three states: solid, we know that in ice form, liquid in water form, and gases means water vapor form. Fresh water is made up to available on land through the process of water cycle. Whatever we are using water, fresh water is using today, we are because of the rain and water cycle. If water cycle is not there, then we couldn't get fresh water now in these days. After this, atmosphere. Atmosphere is the layer of surrounding the earth. Its exact thickness is unknown. We don't know what is the exact thickness of the atmosphere. The atmosphere is held to the earth by the force of gravity. Atmosphere is on the earth because of the gravity, and the atmosphere contains life-giving oxygen for human beings and animals and carbon dioxide for plants. Atmosphere giving us oxygen for human beings and animals and carbon dioxide for the plants. The atmosphere protects us from the sun harmful rays from reaching the earth's surface. If we say that, then atmosphere is very useful to us for behaving or protecting us from the harmful rays for reaching on the earth's surface. It controls the extremes of temperature during day and night. The changes in weather and climate are also due to the presence of the atmosphere. Whatever changes in weather and climate is also due to the atmosphere only. Without the atmosphere, our earth would have been born like the other planet. If there is not atmosphere, then we couldn't expect the life of the animals or plants on the earth. Because of atmosphere, all the plants, all the animals are here only. After that, biosphere, the narrow zone where the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere meet and interact is called the biosphere. The word biosphere comes from the Greek word bios, meaning the Latin word sphera, which means the total range. The narrow zone where the lithosphere and hydrosphere and atmosphere meet and interact with each other, that's known as biosphere. In diagram it is already explained. It is interacting with each other and main source of the living organism, so it is known as biosphere, and living here living systems. And bios word is coming from the Latin word sphera, and that's meaning total range. This sphere supports life and is thus called the living world. The biosphere consists of the plant and animal kingdom. If we talk about biosphere, then in this one, animal and plant kingdom all are present here. The biosphere is small in size, but it's estimated that about 15 lakh different species of organisms live in it. We can say that mostly animals and plant species are founded on the biosphere. So expected 15 lakh different species of organisms are present here. The biosphere provides nutrients and resources to all living organisms. If we talk about the biosphere, then we can say that mostly the all living organisms are present here because of it, and thus the biosphere is very important to us. Because of that biosphere, we are here on the earth, we are getting oxygen, and plants are getting carbon dioxide, and we are getting minerals and many much more things. So all that things are here because of its one only. Now ecosystem, all the organisms in a particular environment interact with each other. They are also interdependent, they also interact with their physical environment. The complex system of interaction between the organisms and their physical environment in a particular area is referred to as an ecosystem. The size of the ecosystem varies greatly. If we talk about the ecosystem size, then that size is very great size. Because of that, it is started from the place and ending with a very large area. The size of ecosystem is varies greatly. It can be large as the rainforest, grasslands, deserts, lakes, rivers, or small as the pond. It may be small also, it may be large also, like a forest, like a sea, like a ocean, like a desert. A typical pond ecosystem contains fish, frogs, algae, water lilies and other species that live in and around the pond. Most of the ecosystem are complex and contain thousands of interacting species. If we talk about the ecosystem, then mostly many type of species, thousands of species of animals, thousands of species of the insects, plants are present there. These species interact with each other and also with the abiotic environment, and that type of species interact with each other and making the abiotic environment. Dear students, now we will revise whatever we study. All the things present around us constitute environment. Means whatever things present around us together, that constitute as a environment. If you are in a class, then you can say that nearby you bench, chair, table, and whatever present nearby you, that is your environment of your class. The term environment comes from the French word environner. Environment word is made from the French word that is known as environner, and this means surround. Surround means nearby you, whatever present, that is environment. It is used to describe everything such as places. If we talk about environment, then you can include place, things, people, nature, etc. Whatever nearby you, all that things are included in environment. Geography deals with the various components of the environment on the basis of origin. The geographical elements classified into two groups. On the geographical elements, we classify into two groups. First one is natural elements and second one is human-made elements. If we talk about natural elements, then we can include that mountains, rivers, after that animals and vegetation. If we talk about the human made elements, then agriculture, industries, transport and settlement. We can say that natural elements means whatever elements is made by nature is known as the natural element, like mountains, rivers, animals, vegetation. And human made elements means made by human or created by human, agriculture, industries, transport and settlements. Now we will talk about natural environment. Natural environment also classified into three parts: biotic environment, abiotic environment and human environment. If we talk about biotic environment, then in this one we will talk about plants and animals. And if we talk about biotic and abiotic environment, then in this include soil, water and air. If we talk about human environment, then it is agriculture, industry, whatever made by human, that type of creature are counted in human environment. Now we will talk about the four major domains of the earth. What is the four major domain of the earth? Then first one is lithosphere. Lithosphere means a land wherever we are living, like plains, rivers, we can say that plateaus, whatever present on this mountains, that type of part is known as a lithosphere. We couldn't expect what is the length of the lithosphere. It may be 100 km, 200 km, and that's our lithosphere. Hydrosphere means a water sphere. In that, water is is available, like seas, ocean, lakes, ponds, that type of known as hydrosphere. Atmosphere means nearby earth, whatever, like oxygen, carbon dioxide, whatever we are exchanging through the respiration, that type of things also talking about the then atmosphere. Because of that life-giving oxygen we are getting and plants getting carbon dioxide because of atmosphere only. And atmosphere is here on the earth because of the earth's gravity. Now biosphere. Biosphere means the interaction between the plants and animal lives. Now ecosystem. Ecosystem is the complex system of interaction between the organism and their physical environment. Like a deer lives in a grassland, the interaction between deer and the grassland, that is known as the ecosystem. So we can say that the complex system of interaction between the organism and their physical environment in particular area is referred to as ecosystem. It can be as large as the rainforest, grasslands, deserts, lakes, rivers, or as small as a pond. Dear students, for this example I can say that deer in a grassland, and for pond we can say that fishes are in the pond. That type of both ecosystem are there. We can easily understand with that type of environment. Thank you.